Hi guys, this is Sijia from Propedia. As most of us will know, HDB Resale Price Index has scaled another new peak with an index reading of 159.3 in Q1 this year. Many of us are puzzled as to why HDB resale prices are so high and whether their HDB will be the next $1 million home. Is it the right time to sell your HDB now and swap to another property? Today, I will share with you 3 key reasons as to why HDB prices have rebounded. One of the reasons is that the longer construction periods for BTO due to the pandemic is a key factor that is driving the prices of resale HDB at the moment. Young couples might choose to go for a resale HDB instead of BTO due to the long wait. Next, the influx of younger resale flats in the market is also driving the HDB prices up. From 2011 to 2014, there's a drastic increase in supply of new BTO flats in response to the strong housing market. These flats were constructed within 3 to 4 years. As a result, the numbers of HDB flats that reached the end of their 5-year MOP and could potentially be sold in the resale market increased sharply in the last 2 years. There were also flats that reached their MOP in the mature estate areas such as the Kallang Mampo region. Due to the strategic location and lack of new flats in the area to choose from, those newly MOP flats were highly sought after and in turn drove the prices of the resale HDBs. Lastly, HDBs are a necessity and the most affordable housing option in Singapore. Therefore, the demand is unlikely to evaporate even during economic recessions. On top of that, some private homeowners might look to downsize their homes to HDBs if they are affected by financial hardships during the pandemic. To help you understand, let us analyze the HDB price trends from 2012 till today with a few case studies on different HDB areas in Singapore. Before that, let's understand why the HDB prices dropped in 2013. Government introduced various cooling measures such as the reduction of a mortgage service ratio and the revision of ABSD rates when it reached its peak in 2013. It is to further moderate the demand for HDB flats and instill greater financial prudence amongst buyers. Moreover, mortgage servicing ratio is only applicable to public housing, which is why these cooling measures introduced back in 2013 affected the prices of HDB more than private properties. First off, let's do an in-depth analysis on Choa Chu Kang HDB property prices. As you can see, HDB prices went up to as high as 515,000 in 2012 for a 5-room HDB flat. It subsequently dropped to 360 in 2018, which is easily more than a 150,000 drop. However, prices today have gone back up with the latest transaction at 518,000. From this, we can tell that the prices have rebounded since the COVID outbreak in 2020. Next, let's look at Queenstown HDB property prices. You will see that prices have been quite stable since 2013 till 2020 with an average of 650,000 for a 4-room flat. Prices have gone up this year with the latest sale transacted at 721,000. Why is it that HDB prices in this area has been relatively stable for the past decade? Queenstown, being a mature estate near the city, has always garnered a high demand, whereas there's limited land supply in mature estates. This in turn keeps the prices stable due to the bargaining power of the homeowners there. With that, there are also areas whereby prices did not rebound. If you take a look at Pongo HDB property prices, you will see that the 5-room flat were at its peak of 625,000 in 2013. With prices at its peak today, the latest transaction was only at 550,000. Why is that so? It is largely due to the demand and supply in the area. 6,839 flats in Pongo reached its MOP at the end of 2020, which made up 27.8% of the total number of newly MOP flats in Singapore. When there are many flats available for sale in non-mature estates, it tends to drive the prices down if the demand can't match up to it due to the competitive nature of the real estate market. With another 4,612 flats scheduled to MOP in Pongo alone this year, how do you think the prices will actually move? With all this being said, we can conclude that HDB price trends are not the same across the whole of Singapore. In most cases, HDB prices generally do rebound over time, but there are also instances whereby the prices stagnate or drop. With the latest round of cooling measures imposed by the government in December 2021, do you think that prices will continue going up, or will it revert back to what we saw after 2013? If this is something that is of interest to you, do keep a lookout for our next few episodes on more property insights. If you are thinking of selling a flat or understanding more about your upgrading options, do give me a call at my number and we can run through the details together. Thanks for joining us today and see you in our next video.